UT Dallas student athlete, and I'm training to be a physician assistant at UT Southwestern in Dallas, Texas.
You are in your first year here as a PA student. Talk about how things have changed for you based on what you believe, what you anticipated happening. How many changes have you gone through?
There's been a lot of changes. Our program began in May and shifted completely online. And so being online, we unfortunately didn't get to do cadaver lab in person, which is the biggest thing that a lot of us were sad about missing out on. But we transitioned pretty seamlessly into completely going online, which it's been a great learning experience. And I'm very excited for what I'm learning. I'm almost done. My test is tomorrow, so almost there. We're done with summer.
How has COVID-19 affected your day-to-day life, and has it affected your ambitions to be in your field at all?
Day-to-day life, COVID hasn't affected me as much as it's probably impacted others, because I'm basically studying all the time, so I'm inside on my computer during lectures and things like that. But it's prohibited, like going to the gym or going out to places without wearing a mask, so in that way it's very different. But in terms of what I've learned going forward with COVID, it's made me even more excited to become a physician assistant because of the ability to educate others about their healthcare and help them, if they're sick, to help them get better.
You were a 4-year member of the softball program, 4-time All-American, but you were an active member of a team that saw its ups and downs over your career. You're now in a pandemic where there's ups and downs. Talk about your experiences as a student athlete, how that prepared you for the real world.
I think just being a student athlete, you're already so prepared for the real world, just exactly like you said, with the ups and the downs. Just having to be flexible and learning to overcome challenging situations, whether that be it's a 3-2 count with 2 outs and you need to make the winning hit in the case of softball, or a winning steal or things like that. But it's important to just be flexible and adaptable. And so I think being a student athlete really prepares you for that, like in the real world.
The conference has delayed the fall sports. A lot of the student athletes who are participating these next few months will not be, and potentially those playing in the springtime, or just like this past spring, will lose the season of competition. What would be your advice to a current student athlete, you're a couple years removed from that, on how to deal with that, and put yourself in their shoes, how would you have dealt with it?
Especially for me, I know if my senior spring would have ended, of course I would have been devastated, as I'm sure many student athletes are, and just frustrated because you can't obviously control a pandemic happening. And so my advice to them would be focus on things that you can control. And it's the cheesiest thing, that you can control your attitude, your effort, and your focus. So just the effort you put towards anything you do, whether it be for your sport or in school or something else, those are the 3 most important things you can control in order to have just a better outlook on things.